Hello, book nerds. Welcome back to my travel vlog, Disney Edition Day 2. I think I'm starting to get the hang of this just a little bit, and here we are starting the morning off with me walking out of the room. We were just walking through the hotel. This is what it looks like, just kind of going past a little, and here we are back in the lobby. The lobby is just so gorgeous. I love it so much. It's just so pretty. Just look at it. I love it so much. And here we are at the Storytellers Cafe where we're going to have our breakfast, our character breakfast, which means that we're going to be meeting the characters. And it was right across from the hotel pool. And we did not go inside, we just wanted to take a look at it. There's the Storytellers Cafe again. Oh, look at it. It's just, everything about this place is just so peaceful and calming. I love it so much. I just really wanted to record everything. Here we are going on inside. We got there a little bit before it opened because we were so excited. Plus, we did not want to be late and we wanted to get a good table for the character breakfast. It's just gorgeous. Everywhere in like Disneyland or Disney stuff is just always so pretty. They put in so much thought and effort and energy into this. That's mostly because of Walt Disney, but still, they decided to keep that energy going. I love it so much. By hammer in hand, do all things stand. I love it. I love the carvings. I love the decorations. Here's cute little pins and coasters that you could get. And here's our table. A nice little round table. I decided to kind of have my back to the wall just a little bit. Not fully, but just enough. There's my character book signing thing, and there's my breakfast, carbs and fruit, and there's Mickey. I'm so happy to have met him. And I also got his signature. This is going to be like a recurring thing. The characters are going to be over here. There's Minnie and, oh god, I can't remember if that's Chip or Dale. I'm so bad at that. But Minnie came over right after Mickey, and they kind of were like in this consecutive line, like one after another. So I never really left the table after I got my breakfast. And here's Mom handing over my signature book for Minnie to sign. And I love the way that the characters just have these unique signatures. It's so amazing and cool. You can see Mickey in the background, and I love their outfits. It's such a lovely fall themed outfits. The whole Storytellers Cafe just feels like it's in the embodiment of fall. I love Minnie's signature so much. And there's Pluto. Pluto is amazing. He's so I just love Pluto. Pluto actually gave me, oh my goodness, I can't figure out why my camera started doing this, but that's either Chip or Dale. I think we're about to find out in a second. I can't remember. I feel so bad. But look at them. Look at it. Look at Chip and Dale. I love, oh my goodness. He's being flirty. I love them so much. I love the people inside these costumes and mascots. They have such great energy to them. They really make the characters feel alive. It's great for children and adults of all ages. They really know how to be charismatic even without talking to the audience. I can honestly just rave forever about this. I mean, just look at it. I love them so much. I probably could have cut this a little shorter, but they just have so much energy. It's just so much fun. I love it so much. Oh, not me, Pluto gave me my first visit. It really was a first visit for me. I absolutely just love everything about this. And here we are back in downtown Disney after the Storytellers Cafe. We just immediately went out, and this is going to be the first day of us going to Disneyland. We didn't go to California Adventure yet. Today was just all about Disneyland, going through the park itself, figuring out what rides we wanted to do, what shopping we wanted to do. And of course, going back through downtown Disney to the gates, everyone was there, so packed. And look at the pumpkins! You have a Pluto, a Mickey, a Goofy, a Minnie, and a Donald. Me and my grandfather both noticed that the Donald pumpkin was the only white pumpkin amongst it all, but we loved it so much. Oh, they're all so happy. I loved being here. I loved being in Disneyland and in Anaheim. It's just such a magical area, it felt like, and it really did feel magical. I love it so much. Oh, and here we are going right past the train station. Look at it. It's so cool. I wish I could have gone a better close-up. Unfortunately, I did not get to go on Main Street's train station. When we did get to go on the train, it was in New Orleans or in Tomorrowland. But look at it. I love that they have like posters here for like their rides. It just looks so cool. It gives such fun, exciting vibes of what you can see or what you can experience here in the park. And here we are entering Main Street. Main Street was probably my favorite area just to walk through because it was so inviting. It was so fun. It felt magical. Look at it, and there's even the giant pumpkin. Oh, I loved it so much. We did not get a picture with the pumpkin because it really felt like we were just go this entire trip, but I loved it either way. Main Street really was gorgeous. Going down it, hearing the music, going past shops and sweets and all sorts of delicious goodies all the way down the street. And I love how well they're decorated. I love the pumpkins everywhere. It really did give a fall feeling to it all. It was just so pretty there. I loved it so much. And here we are entering Adventureland. Oh, I hope you guys like the little yap break. My voice was starting to hurt a little bit. This is a long video. This is like a 40-minute video. There's a little Pluto pumpkin up there. I kept on seeing all these different types of pumpkins just scattered all around the parks and downtown Disney. They looked so cute, and I think they were part of some sort of game for the little kids to play as they wandered through the parks. There were some in Adventureland. Not Adventureland. Well, I mean, yes, we're in. There were some in California Adventure, there were some in Disneyland, and some in downtown Disney. Anyway, here we are, just weaving and bobbing through everything. Oh, this treehouse looks so much fun. I did not go on it, though. We're just making our way into New Orleans to make our way to either... I think we're going on Pirates of the Caribbean, and then we are going to go on, I think it's either Indiana Jones or Haunted Mansion. My family and we really wanted to go on Haunted Mansion, or at least I really wanted to go on Haunted Mansion, because it's Haunted Mansion Holiday, and oh, we are going on Pirates of the Caribbean. Now, if you didn't know, if you have a scooter, or if you're in a wheelchair, you go through the backside of the exits, so that way you can have better access and not having to go and trying to figure out how to get past all the stairs, which actually was a very quicker way of getting through than by going through the line itself, because if you or a family member has a scooter or wheelchair, you automatically kind of cut the line a little bit because you're going through the back way, and it's not just you, it's your entire family, it's whoever you brought with. But here we are on the ride. It looks so cool. I really did love this ride, but I'm not gonna lie, I was very anxious when I first got on, because even though this really was my first visit of having any long-term memory for this, I had no idea what to expect. I mean, as much of a Disney nerd as I was, I did watch a lot of videos about the rides. I know a lot of history about a lot of the stuff here in Disneyland and California Adventure, but I was not prepared for any drops or what kind of ride it would be, so I was very anxious getting on, to the point where my mother had to start teaching me grounding techniques. from her own therapy sessions in order to keep me calm. But once we got past the first 2 drops in the beginning of the ride, the rest of it was just smooth sailing as we went through this beautiful, crazy, I mean, not crazy, but the story's kind of wild when you try to figure it out. I mean, I'm still not even entirely sure what the story is. Because I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if the movies were based off of this or... Well, no, the movies were based off of this. This is one of the first OG rides from Disneyland, but I really don't understand what the story's supposed to be. I think I was just more in awe of everything, of being on a ride for the first time, that I didn't actually stop and pay attention to it. I was just paying attention to like the music and the sound around it. And here we are at the end. I did not show the entirety of the ride because I wanted to enjoy it myself. There are some videos that I'm going to be posting later that is in fact like the full ride, like the one we're coming up to right now, Haunted Mansion Holiday, where Jack Skellington from The Nightmare Before Christmas takes over. It is amazing. It is beautiful. I literally kept on turning back to my family members, grabbing their arms, shaking them around, slapping their shoulders. Like, literally, I was getting so excited for this ride. I almost started crying. I love this so much. I love Haunted Mansion in general. I love the lore behind it. I have seen so many videos about Haunted Mansion, and then learning that Haunted Mansion and Nightmare Before Christmas, my 2 favorite Disney things, colliding. Absolutely love it. I went so crazy for this. I could not stop videoing, taking pictures, recording. I mean, look at it. There's Jack Skellington's sleigh at the top of the mansion. There's pumpkins everywhere. There's the Scarecrow in the Christmas Santa suit. I love it so much. And I already know so many Easter eggs about it. I love that they decorated this for the holidays. It's just so cool and amazing, and look at it. I'm just getting so excited again. And there's the clock. My goodness, this clock was my favorite thing about them redecorating this entire thing. I want that clock. Like, just to have in my house as just every year, all year round decor. And there's the list where it has like the little, oh my god, if you're also a Nightmare Before Christmas fan, you understand why I'm so excited for this, why I'm so hyped, why I am just absolutely just going crazy for this. I mean, look at it. It's the clock. I know I'm just saying it over and over again, but it's the clock. I'm just so happy with it. It looks so cool. The hands are little bat wings. I'm just such a huge nerd for this. And here is like some funny tombstone readings. Theo later, levitation. It's just, I don't know, some of these puns really are funny. I mean, just look at this. Oh, here we are entering the mansion. Now, I did record the full entire ride. You're not going to see it in this video. I will post it separately. Any ride videos that I did record is going to be posted separately, or else this video is going to be so much longer than it should. But for now, I'm just getting crowded in with a bunch of people, and it's gorgeous inside the mansion. It is so beautiful. It's so well decorated. Everything has a spot, was intentionally put there. Nothing is really by accident. It's there on purpose, and you could tell, you can feel it. It's just, I love this so much. I mean, I love how decorated it is. And here we go into the little moving elevator. God, I could not stop just looking around and turning around and wanting to stare at everything. That my aunt was literally trying to push me through the door to get me to go in. But of course I didn't record the ride, and here we are in a little gift shop right afterward, looking at all the Nightmare Before Christmas merch. I just wanted to buy everything. I mean, really, I just wanted to buy everything. But also we found out the little placement area where you would take pictures with Jack and Sally. I mean, look at it. It's so cool. And this is the 33 Club. The 33 Club. The most prestigious club that you can get. I'll talk more about that later, but here we are at the Indiana Jones ride. Again, same thing with the Pirates of the Caribbean. If there's no access to it the normal way, with either Lightning Way or standing standard lane, you do have to go through the exit, because that is the only flat area where scooters and wheelchairs can go through. And again, also technically a shorter wait, so it did feel like we were skipping the line a lot while we were doing this, but you know, it just kind of made everything a little more magical. And the decorations here are so cool, so amazing. I remember oh my god, why did it turn? I don't know why. Look at the little thing. Adorable. Anyway, I don't know why it turned. They had this really cool little cinema setup right here where you kind of just got a bunch of different videos talking about the curse of the eyes, or how people would go in and get riches or amazing things, or how they would end up dead or missing and all this other stuff. I did not end up recording this ride because from the videos that I've seen, this is a very jerky, twisting ride. I was also very anxious with this ride. I think Haunted Mansion was the only ride I was not really anxious about leading up to it. I think I was more excited than anything. But again, I was super anxious for this ride because I did know there was going to be a slight drop when it got to the big boulder that would roll towards us. I did know that kind of turned into a drop, but other than that, I do have a bit of anxiety, a bit of a fear that a roller coaster will just kind of like snap or fall, you know, learning about roller coasters. And I know this isn't a proper roller coaster, but it is considered like a very fast-paced ride, and it has really jerky, quick movements. You're strapped in by a singular seatbelt. It's just, everything just felt so crazy to me. And I almost lost my hat too. Like, I was wearing a hat all day. I had a hat that I wore throughout the entire trip. I almost lost my hat to this ride. I started off screaming. I felt my hat flying off. I slapped my hand to the top of my head, and I just started laughing with like wild joy because I was getting shaken around, almost thrown out of the car. I almost lost my hat, and it was just a crazy ride, and I loved it. Here we are walking back through New Orleans, just kind of enjoying. My aunt got me a churro. Well, she got me and mom a churro to share. And I'm not gonna lie, only between you and me, book nerds, I didn't like it. It wasn't that good. I don't know why people were praising Disneyland churros. I'm sure I could get better churros somewhere else. Or maybe I just don't like churros. You know, I don't really eat enough churros to know whether or not I like them. But anyway, here we are exiting from Frontierland, and we're just kind of meandering around. We're heading towards Fantasyland and towards the castle, even though you can see the Matterhorn in the background. Look at it, it's right there. It's such a big fake mountain. It's so surreal just kind of looking at it, but it's also just amazing. Like, we're here, like there's a mountain next to a castle. We were just right by a giant riverfront. It was so cool. I think the only two places throughout our entire trip we did not go to was Bayou Country and Toontown. I think we went to every other land other than those two. Like, we went to Frontierland, we went to New Orleans, Adventureland, we went to the Star Wars land, Fantasyland, Tomorrowland. Oh, the castle is so beautiful and pretty, and I know you can get a tour of it. I know there's a way you could get a tour of it. I don't know how, but I know there is. We did not get one. Sorry if my voice just suddenly gets super loud. I get super excited talking about this trip over and over again. I mean, look, when you go to Disneyland, you get excited about talking about it. I mean, look at this place. Look at this place. It's so pretty. It's so cool. I just love everything. I love how much attention to detail they have. I love looking at the shops and the little displays. And I think here is when we're in Bibbidi Boppidi Boutique, which is right next to the Snow White ride, which is where we were heading. I believe we were just gonna go on the Snow White ride. Mostly because it was super crowded. It was so crowded. I mean, look how crowded it already is. It's kind of insane. It was really insane with how crowded it was. But going on the Snow White ride, I did record all of it, and again, it will be posted another time. We kind of looked past Tomorrowland, and we stopped to get a pretzel. It's a Mickey pretzel. Look at that. It looks so good. I love Main Street. I love the little cars. I love everything they have here. It's just so pretty. It's just so gorgeous. I love it so much. But we are making our way out of the park, mostly because we had a very busy morning and we are tired, and it's just been such a chaotic day. We'll be back in the park, but I also did stop inside of a shop, and I didn't know that they had books, and there's Goofy walking along. Yeah, there was a lot of characters that would just kind of pop in and out of areas, or would suddenly be there when they weren't before, and there'd just be a long line of people. It's really crazy because it would be like you wouldn't notice them until someone pointed it out, and then it turns into like a where did you see this character? I didn't see him. But yeah, I just zoomed in on the Dapper Dans walking around. I didn't actually see them a lot. I only saw them like twice, I think, the entirety that I was in Disneyland for the Dapper Dans. Like, I heard them, but I didn't see them, but I could hear them, which was crazy. Like, I'd be on one side of the park and I'd hear them and I'm trying to look for them. Someone's like, oh, the Dapper Dans are actually all the way down the street. But here's another little shopping area. Oh my goodness, why is it like this? I'm gonna have to fix this. I don't know why it's doing this. I fixed it in my videos. I don't know why it's acting like this right now. But yes, there was a lot of shopping, a lot of looking and perusing at stuff. But here I am walking back to the hotel, and the video is still sideways for some reason, but it's fine. We did stop by a Starbucks, a little coffee inside downtown Disney on our way back to the hotel, which honestly, it was really nice that they had a Starbucks here. And we were lucky enough that there was little to no line, so we just went in real quick. We looked around at everything, and honestly, it was nice and cold. It was a nice place to rest and stop. The video was sideways again! Why? I'm gonna have to fix that. But yes, back to the hotel. Oh, I love this. There's a piano! They'd sometimes have people come in at night just playing it. And back into the bedroom where the hotel service fixed up our beds, and here I am at the pool with a book. It's always been a thing of mine that I wanted to, be by the pool. It's sunny, it's warm out. I have a book and I have a drink in my hand, a pina colada, my favorite type of drink to have. Oh, so good, so delicious. But yes, I had a dream come true, sitting by the pool, lounging about with a book and a drink. I feel like I'm really living the high life. It was just so nice. And I did go in the pool. I also went in the hot tub. Just kind of relax and rest. And back into the hotel we go. It's so beautiful. Mostly we just went back to the hotel to relax and rest. And then here we are heading back out once again. You make me look. You got it all inside of you. Feel it to be true. And when you dance, I'm in the groove. You make me look. You make me look.
be true. And when you dance, I'm in the group. You make me move. You make me move. You got it all inside of you. Feel it to be true. And when you dance, I'm in the group. You make me move. You make me move. You got it all inside of you. Feel it to be true.
I hope y'all have liked that little yap break. I know I did. This video is so long, but I love every second of it. It has all the memories of the entire day. I'm so glad I decided to do this. I probably won't make the videos. I don't know if I will or won't, actually. I took so many videos on this trip, but we are back in Disneyland, going through, once again, through Frontier to New Orleans, where we're gonna have our dinner. That's why we came back into the park. Honestly, if we didn't have our dinner in the park, we probably wouldn't have came back, but I'm so glad we did. We got to walk through during the nighttime, and it is gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous here. It is so pretty. I loved all of the lights. They're just so pretty. They make the things more magical. They really do bring life here. I love it so much. It's just so pretty. We were waiting for our table to be ready and set, and there is the 33 Club again. Oh, I know I said I'd talk about 33 Club, but essentially it is the most prestigious Disneyland club you could get into. It is $33,000 for a membership. That's just the starting for the membership. After that, it's like $15,000. But yeah, to become a member, you have to give up $33,000. I don't have that kind of money, and I highly doubt that anyone else does. Well, the common man, I should say. But you get a ton of perks. You get VIP room service, you get luxury hotels and spas, you get fine dining, restricted areas for dining, fast passes for almost every single ride you want. You could have your spouse and children under 26 or 25 be a part of it as well. You get exclusive merchandise that's not open to the public. There is a lot of benefits to being part of the 33 Club, but it is also an expensive benefit to have. Anyway, here we are entering Star Wars Land, or the Star Wars District. I don't really know what this is supposed to be called. I'm not that big of a Star Wars fan. I really just don't care for it. I mean, I used to watch it with my father, but he would have to bribe me with ice cream when I was a child in order just to watch the movies with him, because if I was not interested in a movie, I was not gonna watch it. It was worse than pulling teeth from me. And I have had a tooth pulled before. It is painful. It is interesting. It is weird. I do not recommend it, but I do. Sorry about that, my goodness. I do have to admit that the Imagineers are amazing at creating this. It really does feel like it's like futuristic, that it's set in another planet, another world, a different type of world that I'm not used to engaging with. And it still brought me in awe, and we kind of went into this land. None of us are really big Star Wars fans, but my aunt wanted to go on a specific ride, the Millennium Falcon, I believe it's called. Please correct me in the comments if I am wrong. I genuinely don't know how to say it. I'm not that big of a Star Wars fan, but I do have to admit the land itself was so immersive. Just listening to the music, walking around at night when barely anyone was there. It was actually quite creepy in a sense because I didn't know the lore about this world very much, about what I should be expecting or anything of it. Like, I mean, obviously I know the main story plots because I did watch the movies reluctantly, I might add, but it was a very interesting just kind of being a part of this world and walking through it, of what it could be, what it is. And it was creepy because there was not that many people around, and just walking through, it was so weird. And the moon was so bright and full. You can't see it very well on the video, but trust me, it was amazing. Oh my god, super dark. The lights were so pretty, they had such soft glows, and the moonlight made everything so much more eerie and more... I mean, I was with my family, but I felt very isolated. It was weird. And I don't think you're supposed to feel isolated in Disneyland. You're supposed to feel crowded and cramped, because that was what Fantasyland was like, and that's what most of the areas was like. Just cramped and crowded. But I do have to admit, the attention to detail that the Imagineers put in this was so cool and amazing. Look at it. I just had to keep looking up and over and up and down and everywhere. And this is the market area, which is basically just the little shops for merchandise, food, stuff like that. But I like how they have it. It really does kind of look like a market, like an open market kind of vibe. Which, honestly, it's very nice. It's like, I could see this being like a scene in a movie, I guess, or like part of a TV show. But yeah, this world was just wild to be a part of. It was so interesting and weird, and I don't understand any of it. I could not stop looking up and looking around. I was just not used to this world, and this world is just so odd and interesting. I don't know if I actually want to learn about this world, but it is interesting. I thought that little dude was fun. But yeah, they put in a lot of effort, the Imagineers, and kudos to them, respect for them. I understand none of this, but it looks cool and it looks futuristic, so good on them.
You got it all inside of you. Feel it to be true. And when you dance, I'm in the group. You make me move.
Here we are approaching the ride, and there was some sort of show going on the rock fixture mountain thing. We weren't really interested in it. We just wanted to kind of go on the ride, so here we go. But I think that's the actual like Millennium Falcon right there in front of me that I'm not paying a lot of attention to. I'm just kind of more, I think at the time I was trying to figure out what the heck they were playing on the rocks itself. But again, the attention to detail that the Imagineers put into it, especially when we were walking through this entire like wait line for the ride, like it was so creepy because everyone was focusing on the show. No one was really focusing on the ride or getting in line. Only a few people, but just being alone here and just kind of walking through it, hearing random noises that you would hear from like a factory, it did not help the like creepiness of it. I kept on looking around. I kept on like every step on like the graded walkways. It just felt like I was gonna fall through. It felt like I was gonna get attacked. I don't know if they were doing that on purpose. They probably were, knowing Imagineers, because again, nothing is ever on accident at Disney. Everything is on purpose. There's no such thing as a happy accident there. Literally everything from what you see to what you hear to even what you smell is all calculated. It's all calculated. And diehard Disney fans know that and understand that, but it's so surreal being a part of it because you know that half the stuff is calculated to mess with you, but also you don't know what is and isn't calculated. Like, because this walkthrough all the way up to the ride, this little waiting area where you're supposed to kind of be interacted with and look around and be entertained by the details, it's just so creepy when you're by yourself or if there's literally no one else in there. But we made it to the rides, and no, I did not record because I had no idea what this ride was. I do not care for Star Wars. My aunt wanted to be on this. I did not, so I did not record the ride because I had no idea what kind of ride it would be, and I am so glad I did not record because at the end of this day, even before I went on this ride, I was already getting motion sick. I felt the floor beneath me going up and down and wobbling everywhere, even when I was standing on concrete. This ride threw me around, and it was an experience, is all I'm gonna say about it. It was enjoyable. I did like the ride. However, it did not help with my motion sickness, and I did kind of have to lean against a wall and crouch down when the ride was over. And now that little show is gone, and most of the people have disappeared, and back to walking through this random, wacky world once again.
You got it all inside of you. Feel it to be true. And when you dance, I'm in the groove. You make me move. You make me move. You got it all inside of you. Feel it to be true. And when you dance, I'm in.
We made our way back to Fantasyland. We really didn't know what to do after that. It was getting super late. We were really tired from walking around all day and swimming and just kind of enjoying the day. It was a lot. We tried to get as much in, so we ended up just kind of going on a last few rides in Fantasyland. Peter Pan's Flight, and Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. Sorry about that. Mr. Toad's Wild Ride was interesting. I have seen the video, the movie that it's based off of, which is, I think it's like Mr. Toad's Wild Ride and Ichabod Crane's story. It was such an interesting ride to go on. I did not record it. I did not record Peter Pan's Flight, but I did start to head back to the hotel afterward because it was a very tiring first long day at Disneyland, and we were just so tired. But thank you guys so much for watching, for listening. I'm sorry that if the audio or if the video was not to your liking or up to par, but thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.